How do you make decisions? How do you know you're making the right decision? Have you ever heard of a decision matrix? Well, if you haven't, look it up. It's actually pretty cool. It's all about having two axes. So basically 2 points that you're aiming towards. And what I've done is I've taken this decision matrix, this standard basic decision matrix, and I've used it with my values. So if you're watching some of these videos, you're going to learn that I am the Bring the Joy girl, and everything that I want to teach you guys and share is all about finding more of your personal version of joy. And so I was teaching a workshop recently, and I had this idea to use the decision matrix and make it around joy. So the way it works is you have one axis that goes straight up, and that's your joy axis, right? Whatever joy means to you. And if you've watched my last video, you'll know that if you want to learn what joy means to you, you can message me and I will do an amazing exercise for you to help you find that. But if you already, let's just say, you know what joy might mean to you, you can say, okay, this is my joy axis. And the bottom one is my vision axis, or that goal that I have for my life, what I want my life to look like. So you have joy and your goal. And then inside here is you have 4 boxes. So imagine you've got these 2 axes. The bottom corner right around here would be, say somebody comes to you and offers you an opportunity to do something. And you kind of think, well, I like this person and they've done some things for me and maybe I should help them out, but it doesn't really sound that great and I don't know if I really want to do this. Well, stop before you make any decisions, before you give in to any kind of guilt or any type of feeling of like they've done something for me, so I should do something for them, none of that stuff. Before you get to that, I want you to stop. Think about this little box right here. It's super low on your joy scale. That's at the very bottom. It's also very low on your vision scale because your vision's that way and it's sitting right about here. So it's in this little corner right here that brings you very little joy and also brings you very, very not close at all to getting you towards your life vision. So guess what? That's a hell no. And this little thing is going to teach you that. So now let's assume that the same opportunity comes along, but you think to yourself, you know what? That actually sounds like a lot of fun. And that actually fits into my idea of what joy is in my life. So it actually climbs up to right about here on your joy scale. So now it's sitting in that top quadrant right there, but it's still not really getting you towards the vision that you have for your life. So it's still sitting right about here, but it's up here. Well, you can kind of look at that and say, well, in this moment, it's okay if it just brings me some joy. So you know what? Maybe I'll do it. But it's certainly not a hell yes. But it's a decision that you can make for yourself and a choice, but you've done it logically. So again, the same decision or the same opportunity comes along, and this time you think to yourself, well, you know what? It doesn't really sound like a lot of fun, but I kind of think maybe it might walk me a little bit closer to that vision I have for my life. So it's now sitting in this little box right here. It's still not very high up the joy scale. So it's like here, but it's over here. So again, this is now where you can think about it. Say, well, am I okay with doing something that isn't going to bring me joy, but will get me closer to my life vision? Maybe, maybe not. Depends on where you're at in your life right now. However, if somebody comes along and offers you something that goes ding, 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 ding on your joy scale and ding, 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 ding on your vision scale, that puts it into the sweet spot right over here in this top right top corner. That's the sweet spot where it's like high on the joy scale and high on your vision scale. That is a hell yes. So this is how I recommend using a values-based decision matrix. If you'd like to learn more, send an email to justagirllikemecoaching@gmail.com. I can explain this to you in person, or I can help you figure out what your version of joy is. See ya.